You're driving home on a stormy night, the rain pounding against your windshield, when suddenly, you see the flashing lights of police cars outside your house. Your heart sinks as you wonder what's happening. And then, you see the officers, their faces stern, their eyes filled with a mix of sadness and determination. They're here to tell you that your spouse, the person you thought you knew, has been arrested in connection to a 36-year-old homicide cold case. It was a chilly autumn evening when the missing woman, Sarah, was last seen by her family. She had been arguing with her husband, John, about their marriage and her desire to leave him. The tension was palpable, and the air was thick with unspoken words. As the night wore on, Sarah disappeared, leaving behind only a cryptic note and a trail of unanswered questions. The family was frantic, searching every corner of their home, calling out her name, but there was only silence. The darkness outside seemed to press in, making the shadows feel like they were moving, twisting, and turning. And then, the police arrived, their lights casting an eerie glow over the deserted street. As the investigation into Sarah's disappearance began, the police discovered a shocking connection between John and a 36-year-old cold case. A young woman, Emily, had been found murdered in a secluded park, her body left to rot in the scorching summer heat. The case had gone cold, but the police had never given up hope of finding the killer. And now, it seemed, they had a new lead. The evidence was mounting, and the police were closing in on John. But as they dug deeper, they realized that nothing was as it seemed. The truth was complex, multifaceted, and hidden behind a web of lies and deceit. You're starting to piece together the clues, but the more you learn, the more questions you have. What really happened to Sarah? And what did John have to do with Emily's murder? The police began to re-examine the evidence from the cold case, looking for any connections to John. They interviewed witnesses, reran DNA tests, and followed up on new leads. The investigation was painstaking, with every detail meticulously analyzed. And then, they found it, a piece of evidence that linked John to the crime scene. It was a small, seemingly insignificant item, but it was enough to crack the case wide open. The police were getting closer to the truth, but John's alibi was solid, and he maintained his innocence. You're starting to feel like you're getting close to the truth, but the more you learn, the more you realize that nothing is as simple as it seems. The investigation is a complex puzzle, with pieces that don't quite fit together. What's really going on? Is John telling the truth, or is he hiding something? Just as the police thought they had a solid case against John, a new revelation threw everything off balance. A surprise witness came forward, claiming to have seen John at the park on the night of Emily's murder. But there was a catch: the witness had been paid to lie, and their testimony was tainted. The police were back to square one, with more questions than answers. You're starting to feel like you're in a real-life thriller, with twists and turns that keep you guessing. The truth is slippery, and it seems like everyone is hiding something. What's the real story behind Emily's murder? And what does it have to do with Sarah's disappearance? The arrest of John sent shockwaves through the community, with many left wondering how they had been deceived. The family was torn apart, with some standing by John, while others condemned him. The media was frenzy, with every detail of the case being scrutinized. You're left to ponder the consequences of the arrest, and the impact it will have on the family, the community, and the investigation. The truth is still elusive, but one thing is certain: nothing will ever be the same again. The question on everyone's mind is, what's next? Will John be convicted, or will he be found not guilty? And what about Sarah? Will she ever be found, or is she gone forever? As we stand today, the case is still ongoing, with many questions remaining unanswered. The investigation is continuing, with new evidence being uncovered, and new leads being followed. The family is still searching for Sarah, holding on to hope that she will be found alive. The community is still reeling from the shock of the arrest, trying to make sense of the chaos. You're left to piece together the evidence, to try and make sense of the complex web of clues and lies. The truth is still out there, waiting to be uncovered. But as you delve deeper into the case, you can't help but wonder what other secrets are hiding in the shadows, waiting to be revealed. What will it take to finally uncover the truth and bring justice to the victims and their families? The search for answers continues, but one thing is certain: the truth will be revealed, and justice will be served. But at what cost, and to whom? As we conclude this chilling tale, we're left with more questions than answers. What do you think happened to Sarah? Do you believe John is guilty, or is he being framed? Share your theories in the comments below, and let's continue the discussion. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more true crime stories, and join us next time as we delve into another shocking case. The truth is out there, waiting to be uncovered. Will you be the one to find it? The investigation continues, and we want to hear from you.